Taylor Swift, Incubus, you can't re-record your music for a period of time. And that period of time, Incubus is re-recording their iconic album, Morning View. And, this is kind of a growing trend. We covered it, I think initially the biggest one was Taylor Swift and her re-recording her album. And that was a huge move. And people are like, how can you do this? If, someone else owns the music, how can you recreate and re-record the songs? And it's because record labels don't own the compositions. They don't own the actual songs in most cases, but they usually say Taylor Swift, Incubus, you can't re-record your music for a period of time. And that period of time, traditionally is between like 5 and 7 years. So Incubus now is catching wind and they decided to re-record their iconic album.
Morning View is probably one of my favorite rock records. It is such a great record. It is where they were kind of transitioning from their, coming off of their Make Yourself record, and then they were going into this. So it was like less like new metal, and it was more like just like pretty alt rock. But it is a fantastic record. Wish You Were Here was on it. Nice to Know You, Mexico. It's going to be called Morning View 23, and they were supposed to release it last year, but something happened, and so now they're coming out with it on May 10th. They're going on tour with Coheed and Cambria, which is really cool. Another fantastic band. But I mean, they're going to be going to Detroit, Chicago, Philly, New York, Boston, Tampa. I mean, just like a handful of cities, but I think it'll be really cool. And I think it's really exciting when artists are doing this. Now, this is something that they're not releasing on their own. They partnered with Virgin. Okay, I don't know what the deal is that they worked out, but I'm sure it's a better deal than the band had previously. And we just recently saw Incubus at the Sick New World Festival.
That's right. That was a great festival.
Yeah, that was really fun. I've actually seen Incubus probably like 10 times in my life. I think they're really good. They recently had a lineup change. Their bassist Ben Kenney left after 20 years due to the fact that he had a brain tumor removed and wanted to take time off to recover. And they replaced with Nicole, who we actually saw live at the Sick New World Festival last year. Super cool. She was like really good. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, and I like seeing that artists are trying to take control of some of their music and re-releasing them, trying to get better deals for themselves.
Well, on that note, yeah, Brothers on Guitar had kind of a follow up on that. So by recording this album, they will be able to keep the masters, right? And the answer is probably. So it depends who's all involved in the making of the music, who actually owns the songs.
Yeah, and that's where I was just like, this is a little different because they're partnering with Virgin. So like there's not like they're doing it on their own. So I don't know what their deal is.
But yeah, so the question is on re-recording. If you're re-recording, the new masters will be owned by you if you own the songs. Okay, that's why, Taylor Swift. My thing with Taylor Swift, even when she went and re-signed to Universal, I'm like, she had this big triumphant. She's re-recording her albums. Forget these people who have purchased her music and sold them, But if you go and sign with another label, you're just reselling the music that you have. I hope that's not what she did. But in this case with Incubus, depending on how they did this, yeah, you re-record it. You have an opportunity to start over. They're new masters and you can do what you want with them. So we'll see.
Very exciting. Love Incubus.
Well, super love out to all y'all. Thanks for checking in on this one. So we're excited for this. Oh, I thought you froze. We're excited for this, and we'll keep you posted on all the things.